Recently, my soul pushed me with extreme intensity, and therefore I had to listen to her. I faced my greatest fear. I left my family and the world of illusion. After that challenging decision, I understood that my soul's purpose is to communicate to the awakening English, French, and Spanish speaking audience that humanity is heading towards a monumental dead end. However, what comes after this dead end? I am now guided by my soul to make videos with the information provided in the 10 personal creation booklets in combination with my lived experiences. In particular, my time in jail described in my book, True Freedom is Inside of Me. The only way forward is to get out of the illusion, out of the triangle of hell. I must remember who I am and then understand what the hell I'm doing here on earth. I include the links to my video, I'm Out of the Matrix. Paris 2024 Olympic opening ceremony is a tremendous evolutionary gift. I will admit that I was thrilled to see the level of blatant insanity of the Paris Olympic opening ceremony. Today, I'm a spectator of the human drama because recently I found the courage to completely stop my role in this theatrical drama. As a spectator, I have a little attachment to what is unfolding in this drama. From this perspective, I will share the truth. I've been awakening since 2002, and today I am 100% certain that there is only one truth. Personal Creation Booklet 1, Evolution Towards the New Species, version 2020. The current world situation is an enormous gift that pushes us irremediably in the direction of the new consciousness, the truth consciousness. Whether we like it or not, whether we realize it or not, we are all carried by a powerful vibrational current that enthusiastically draws us into this new path. The only decision we have left to make is to choose between 1. Obeying the orders of my soul that leads me directly onto the path of deistic evolution, sovereign mare. Or 2. Sinking into my egotistical fears and dying of exhaustion by giving up, white sheep, or by fighting, black sheep. Personal Creations Booklet 3, Religion Towards Identity. For the past millennia, human life on earth has been filled with hardship and suffering. So far, religions have been buoys in the storm, all of them promising a sumptuous afterlife and sublime eternal rest. The first religions were based on the cult of nature, the mother goddess, an answer to thousands of secondary gods and goddesses. The next attempt at organized religion was more structured and intellectualized, with complex and dualistic laws. These religions, with ever-changing masks, facilitated my evolution within matter. The consciousness of humanity slowly increased, and the old explanations of yesteryears are now out of date. I no longer accept to suffer during 80 plus years in exchange for a hypothetical paradise. I am suffocating in this duality of good and evil, paradise and hell, reward and punishment, virtue and sin. The conspiracy of the New World Order combined with the social and environmental crises it is creating, is forcing me to closely assess the situation. Today, I realize that the explanations offered by religious authorities lead to a dead end. I can either find the true reason for my presence on earth, or I can die in ignorance, along with the rest of humanity. The childish and sweetened answers wrapped in lies and half-truths that religions and spirituality have to offer no longer satisfy me. It is time for the truth. For thousands of years, the ego served as my guide. The soul was too small, her voice too faint beneath the thick layers of unconsciousness of matter. I needed a false soul, a substitute known as the ego, to survive as long as possible in this illusion. Death always caught up with me. During this period, the rocks, religions, orders, cults, secret societies, sciences, and spiritualities were necessary to manage these egos that use evolved minds to blindly follow the animal program inscribed in the 50 billion cells of the human body. The ego lives in a complete world of illusion. He understands nothing of the universe that surrounds him. As well as he can, he tries to steer the body. The results are often disastrous. One single and sincere look at the present world situation is enough to convince anybody that it has reached a point of no return. The basic structure of society is collapsing. Humanity is heading towards a monumental dead end. Humanity is in an evolutionary crisis. This brings me back to the first comment I made in this video. I will admit that I was thrilled to see the level of blatant insanity of the Paris Olympic opening ceremony. The simple fact is that humanity has to experience an insane level of absurdity and suffering in order to awaken out of the deep slumber it is in. The official video of Paris 2024 opening ceremony is deleted from Olympic account. As viewers' backlash grows, of course, there's still an extremely large number of people that are denying the fact that this was the Olympic parody of the Last Supper. I continue to be amazed at the capacity of the human mind to go into cognitive dissonance. This screenshot is perfect, and yet, Revelation 6 mentions the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. One references to a white horse as well as a pale horse. So I looked, and behold, a pale horse. In the name of him who sat on it was death. In Revelation 6, we are told of the beast that rides the white horse. In Revelation 13:3, it tells us, and all the world marveled and followed the beast. And what do we see here? That same cloaked figure riding a white horse. What's behind him? All the nations of the world following after him. This imagery is pointing to the beast of the Antichrist of the book of Revelation. Of course, there were many more images in the Olympic opening ceremony, all of them steeped in symbolism and subliminal messaging. I come from a family that was always very centered on sports in general, and of course the Olympics. My sister-in-law is a 3-time Olympic breaststroke swimmer. She just missed the bronze medal because the Chinese, who was on steroids, got the bronze medal. Today, Angela Carini of Italy had to quit after just 46 seconds because she could have been easily killed by her opponent, a biological male. Powerful tools are being used to create more and more division. Evil knows that it must keep humanity divided, and that it is becoming harder and harder to do, because the level of consciousness of humanity is rising exponentially. Deep division is therefore essential. A united human being is connected to his individual soul. As more and more light penetrates the physical body of the conscious individual, fear progressively diminishes. The body loses the habit of being afraid and becomes invincible. Each individual must make the choice to stop participating and nurturing this horrible illusion, which we believe to be our reality. It is time for the next step in human evolution, the manifestation of the divine material being. Mother, Interviews 1956. The manifestation of the supermind on earth is no longer a promise, but a living fact, a reality. It is at work now, here on earth. And a day will come when the blindest, the most unconscious, even the most willfully ignorant, will be obliged to recognize it. All division in the being is an insincerity. The greatest insincerity is to dig an abyss between your body and the truth of your being. When an abyss separates the true being from the physical being, nature fills it up immediately with all kinds of adverse suggestions, the most formidable of which is fear, and the most pernicious, doubt. Allow nothing anywhere to deny the truth of your being. This is sincerity. The Mother, 7th of July, 1957. Let us keep our faith ardent and an unfailing sincerity in these times of irremediable dissolution of the illusion. We must choose our soul at all costs. Infinite love. From millennium slavery to individual sovereignty. In the Orient, in the 20th century, Sri Aurobindo and the Mother discovered and anchored truth consciousness, the supramental consciousness in the earthly atmosphere. Once well anchored, the new consciousness was ready to move on to the next stage, its popularization and propagation. In the West, in the 21st century emerged personal creatia, the power of the sovereign person to govern oneself. Sri Aurobindo's integral yoga goes beyond individual liberation and undertakes collective transformation on earth. After the death of Sri Aurobindo, the Mother continued their work, and on February 29, 1956, the supramental consciousness was definitely anchored on earth. One single and sincere look at the present world situation is enough to convince anybody that it has reached a point of no return. Humanity is heading towards a monumental dead end. Let's stop repeating our obsolete ways, which can only bring more suffering. Personal creatia continues the diffusion of truth consciousness in the West. Substantial unity replaces the guru-disciple separation. Let us all spread the contagion of love. I'm out of the game. Like Truman in The Truman Show, I have taken my bow and left a world of illusion, this computer simulation to which I have given authority to manage my life. I leave the theater, where I have played time and time again the roles of disciple, daughter, parent, dentist, entrepreneur, citizen. Today, I devote myself fully and without limits to spreading individual sovereignty, the truth consciousness that I have been experiencing since 2002. Infinite love.